Your life, from this very moment, holds the potential to become even more wonderful, abundant, and fulfilling. Surrounded already by countless blessings and good fortune, you can experience even greater joy and a sense of achievement with just a small shift in awareness. When you begin to find positive energy in every moment, affirm yourself, and feel gratitude for the world you live in, your life will start to shine more brightly. Choosing positive words and thoughts may seem like a small act, but within it lies great power. When you consistently speak with kindness and warmth, a deep sense of happiness arises from within, and this positivity naturally extends to those around you. You possess the strength to fully receive and radiate that light. First, remember this. The very fact that you were born into this world is a precious miracle. Whether by chance or destiny, no matter how you see it, you are living now as a one-of-a-kind being. That reality is more valuable than any jewel. Amid the busyness of everyday life or during times of hardship, it's easy to forget this truth. But when you pause and reflect, isn't it miraculous just to be alive? Every breath you take is a sacred sign of life, and those breaths, one by one, are building the story of your existence. You are alive today, and tomorrow will be filled with new chances to feel joy. This world we live in holds countless beautiful moments, often hidden in plain sight. The refreshing sunlight that pours in when you open the curtains in the morning. The gentle sway of flowers along the road. A smile or warm words shared with someone you care about. Each of these small things can uplift your heart and bring joy. When you open your heart and sharpen your senses, you'll notice seeds of happiness scattered throughout your daily life. Nurture them, and before you know it, a vibrant garden of flowers will bloom within you. No matter how radiant the world outside may be, unless your heart is ready to receive that light, its beauty might go unnoticed. That's why it's important to keep your heart open and embrace positive experiences fully. Using more positive words doesn't mean just saying nice-sounding things. It means developing a constructive and uplifting perspective toward yourself, others, and the world around you. Words like thank you, I'm happy, wonderful, amazing, I can do it, I'm grateful. Try using these sincerely, from the heart. Notice what happens inside you when you speak them. Our hearts and bodies are highly sensitive to the energy that words carry. When you naturally begin to speak positively, your thoughts will also start to follow a more uplifting path. In fact, the true value of using positive words shines most during tough times. When you make a mistake, when plans fall through, or when you disagree with someone. In those moments, try saying things like, at least I learned something from this, or thanks to this, I'll do better next time. Even in painful situations, if you make a habit of finding just a bit of light, you'll start to uncover the strength and creativity needed to overcome obstacles. Positive words fill your heart with powerful energy and help you keep moving forward, even in adversity. And the power of words doesn't stop with yourself. It reaches the people around you. Hearing cheerful and encouraging words can instantly lift someone's mood and inspire them to act. The kind and supportive words you speak to yourself and others are like planting seeds of hope in someone's heart. Those seeds will bloom into flowers of joy, compassion, and happiness. When people share positive words with one another, the entire environment becomes filled with brighter energy, and everyone's life begins to change for the better. The words you speak are more powerful and precious than you may ever realize. Your future is filled with promise. New encounters, new discoveries, new lessons. Each one will add color to your life and help you grow. Let your heart be excited for the landscapes you've yet to see and the emotions you've yet to experience. The future is like a vast canvas that only you can paint. Use bold strokes, vibrant colors, and fill your masterpiece with joy and wonder. The picture you create will be a one-of-a-kind work of art that only you can bring into the world. And for that, remember, your inner self holds infinite potential. Everyone has their own unique strengths and talents, and the more you use them, the more they shine. Even if you lack confidence now, through continuous learning, effort, and courage, your hidden abilities will bloom. Both failures and successes become nourishment for your soul. Through failure, your path to success becomes clearer. Through success, your trust in yourself grows stronger. Step by step, you'll build unshakable confidence, and that journey will bring deep fulfillment along the way. Having a positive mindset isn't just about optimism. It's about discovering what true happiness means to you. What moments make your heart feel alive? When do you feel deeply glad to be alive? Find the root of that joy and carry it with you each day. Once you find those seeds of happiness within yourself, you can keep nurturing them until they fully bloom. As you do, your sense of fulfillment in life will only grow. There may be times when regrets from the past or worries about the future weigh you down. That's when you should gently speak kind, healing words to yourself. It's okay. Everything will be alright. This is hard, but I'll grow stronger because of it. I can use this experience to do better next time. These messages become your personal cheerleading anthem. Rather than suppressing negative feelings, acknowledge them, and then gently guide them toward hope. Uplifting yourself, rather than blaming yourself, brings healing and light to your soul. By offering positive words to others as well, your relationships will deepen and improve. Acknowledge people's strengths, praise their efforts, support them when they're struggling. These acts of kindness build invisible, powerful bonds. Words are free, yet the compassion they carry is priceless. Your single word could save someone or light up their life. That's how powerful and meaningful words can be. You already have this gift, and you'll continue to inspire others with it in the days ahead. The world is constantly changing, and it's natural to feel uncertain about the future. But change also brings new opportunities, new environments, relationships, technologies, social systems, all offer chances for discovery and growth. Even with anxiety, when you take one step forward with courage, you'll begin to see the valuable lessons and chances unfolding before you. Try saying, I can grow from this. This is going to benefit me somehow. The world is preparing something wonderful for me. You may be surprised at how these affirmations help you ride the waves of change and elevate your life. Having clear goals and dreams is another key to leading a fulfilling life. They don't have to be grand. Even small goals that excite your heart will do. Visualize what inspires you, and move toward it little by little. When challenges or doubts arise, remind yourself, I can keep going because I have this goal. Or, imagine how joyful it'll be when my dream comes true. Positive thinking and self-encouragement will give you the courage to take that extra step when you're tempted to give up. Dreams and goals give you direction, purpose, and a deeper sense of meaning in your everyday life. And among the most beautiful aspects of life are the people you meet along the way. Through these connections, we learn, receive love, and give it in return. Your loved ones will find strength in your smile and your positive spirit, and in turn, they'll create their own happiness. Of course, relationships aren't always easy. Misunderstandings and conflicts happen. But even then, asking how can we understand each other better, or what can I learn from this difference, can transform the moment into a chance for a deeper connection. In this way, you'll continue to build meaningful, rich relationships with others. The key to improving your life always lies within. Rather than being swayed by outside opinions or situations, take care of your inner world. Stay true to yourself and surround yourself with positive words. Remind yourself, I am enough, just as I am. I deserve to be happy. My existence alone gives meaning to life. These affirmations support your sense of self-worth, the foundation of a fulfilling life. The more your self-worth grows, the more freely you can take on challenges and welcome love and joy. Of course, even with the most positive mindset, there will be days when you feel down, or when things don't go as planned. But that's part of life's rhythm. Sorrow and struggle make happiness and gratitude even deeper. Like the balance of light and shadow, both bright and dark moments exist in life. The dark moments help us rediscover our strengths and our connections with others. What matters is never losing hope that the light will return. And in those moments, Speaking kind, positive words to yourself and others is a true act of courage and strength. Gratitude is one of the most important keys to a happy life. Gratitude instantly fills our hearts and awakens a positive spirit. Try whispering, "I'm thankful to begin a new day." When you wake up, "I'm grateful for this delicious meal. I appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow. I'm thankful for a warm bed where I can rest." When you stop taking the everyday for granted and savor it, your sense of abundance will grow immensely. Gratitude is the source from which positive words flow, and that grateful energy spreads to those around you. As your life continues to improve, you'll realize that self-actualization and contributing to others are deeply connected. Using your strengths and passions to help others brings deep joy. It doesn't have to be anything big. Simply listening to someone's worries, offering your knowledge or skills, or just being there for someone. These small acts ripple outward and help make the world a better place. Through your relationships with others, your life will grow even richer and more radiant. The journey of pursuing your dreams and goals will involve trial and error. Still, life is an adventure in search of joy. Sometimes you'll pause, change direction, or slow down, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is accepting your own pace and continuing forward with hope. Your life is your story. No matter the plot twists, it's full of opportunities to learn and grow. You already have what it takes to make that story extraordinary. The moment you begin to feel your life improving often comes quietly, after a small success, a warm connection, or a moment of peace. In those times, you may feel from the bottom of your heart, "I'm so glad to be alive." Treasure those moments. Use positive words to praise yourself and those around you. These small acts will brighten your tomorrow in beautiful ways. So keep choosing positive words, little by little. Even if the results don't show right away, every step you take is building a brighter future. Lastly, your life will surely continue moving in a positive direction, because you are choosing to believe in it, to speak uplifting words, and to act with purpose. That attitude will draw more opportunities and positive people into your life. When you not only receive happiness but also want to share it, your actions will naturally lead to even greater joy. You have the right to be happy. You have the power to share that happiness. That's why your life will become something truly beautiful. Believe in the brilliance of your life, and walk forward cherishing each day. Always find the bright side. Share warm words with those around you, and hold on to your hopes and dreams. Within that lies irreplaceable love and joy. The more you understand the power of positive words and use them in your life, the more gently and powerfully your life will transform. You are full of potential and talent, always ready to shine. That's why your future will undoubtedly be bright. Trust yourself, act with love, embrace the world with positivity. This is the secret to guiding your life in the best possible direction. To live is to take on challenges, to keep learning, and to discover new opportunities. Every encounter and experience that comes your way is a precious part of your journey. Embrace them with a positive heart and carry them into your next step, because a truly exciting future is waiting for you. Repeat this phrase as many times as you need. "My life is going to be truly wonderful." Say it again and again and let it soak into your subconscious. It will guide your direction with strength and clarity. When doubts or fears arise, remember those words and encourage yourself once more. Positive words are your greatest allies and your truest compass. When you truly believe, "My life is going to be truly wonderful," that belief will begin to shape your reality in the most magical ways. Please, enjoy the journey toward your beautiful future. Life is a long adventure, filled with learning and joy. When you live each day with calm and curiosity, you'll feel both guided by time and empowered by choice. Use positive words often. Laugh, cry, get angry, and laugh again. Freely and fully. That flow of emotion will make you even more radiant. Your life is your own original story, and the scenery you create along the way is uniquely irreplaceable. So declare it again and again with strength. "I will enjoy my life to the fullest. I will fill each day with joy and gratitude. I will embrace every person I meet with warmth and kindness." By affirming these truths, your awareness and actions will align, and the future you desire will start drawing closer. Even the smallest step forward will one day lead to a great leap. You have that power, that right, and even that calling. Ultimately, your life is shaped by the words you choose, the thoughts you nurture, and the actions you take. Spend less time trapped in negativity, and fill your days with positive words and deeds. Your view of life will change, not necessarily because the world changes, but because your perception does. Even the same situation can become a source of joy when seen through a positive lens. This is not just idealism. Many people have experienced it. And starting today, you can too. Believe in yourself and take that first step. Your life is yours, and every word you speak helps shape your future. And that future will surely be bright and filled with happiness. Repeat this truth to yourself and walk forward with a smile. "My life is going to be truly wonderful." The act of reading has long been cherished by people throughout history, handed down as a source of knowledge, artistic beauty, entertainment, and spiritual nourishment. No matter how our lifestyles change, the value of books remains unshaken. In fact, in this age where the internet and smartphones flood us with information like an unrelenting tide, the significance of reading has only deepened. The time we take to calm our hearts, turn the pages, and immerse ourselves in the world of words leads us to a life that is richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Reading is far more than a means of acquiring knowledge. It is an irreplaceable act that nurtures our hearts, expands our view of life, and refines both our intellect and sensitivity. When we lose ourselves in the world of a story, we experience encounters with unknown lands, distant eras, and characters as diverse as the stars. We relive events that transcend reality, and we share in the joys, sorrows, and inner struggles of the characters and their creators. This is a singular experience that differs from watching a film or listening to music. As we follow the story written only in letters, we visualize the scenes in our minds, imagine the voices of the characters, and feel the atmosphere with every part of ourselves. This active imagination requires an active role from the reader, and it stimulates the richness of our sensibility while endlessly expanding our inner world. By resonating with the character's beliefs or encountering values we cannot easily comprehend, we are able to see ourselves in relative terms and develop a deeper, more open understanding of humanity. Moreover, the knowledge and insights we gain through reading can have a direct impact on our everyday lives. Self-help books offer clues for living better, while historical texts and biographies present the wisdom and philosophies of those who came before us. Business books can provide practical strategies in areas such as leadership, productivity, and marketing. Novels, too, often portray human relationships or societal issues with sharp clarity. By engaging with such a wide variety of topics and disciplines, we broaden our perspectives and develop flexible thinking skills. The wisdom we need to navigate the world around us is often scattered throughout countless books. Reading is perhaps the most powerful way to draw essential knowledge from these wells, and use it to enrich our lives. One of the greatest benefits of reading lies in the sense of deep, one-on-one dialogue it offers. Most authors write with sincerity, pouring their thoughts, philosophies, or research into their work with the intent of reaching the reader. As we carefully read their words, we compare them to our own experiences and values, slowly deepening our understanding. There is a form of dialogue that transcends both time and space. The author may have passed away decades ago, yet we can still hear their voice here and now through their writing. Books create this miraculous space for connection. Unlike short social media posts or news snippets, reading a book is an entirely different experience, one that offers profound insight and reflection. Reading also offers relaxation and stress relief. Taking a moment from our busy day to sit comfortably and open a book is like stepping into a small oasis of peace. Staring at screens all day often leads to overstimulation and mental fatigue. Reading, whether from a paper book or an e-reader, is an act of focusing on one coherent world rather than rapidly switching between scattered bits of information. It brings a sense of calm and invites us into deep relaxation. Studies have even suggested that reading, even for a short time, can significantly reduce stress levels. This is a concrete example of how reading truly enriches our lives. A natural side effect of reading is the enhancement of vocabulary and expressive ability. Exposure to a wide range of authors and genres introduces us to a wealth of expressions and words. In everyday life, we tend to rely on a limited set of phrases, but reading allows us to encounter new words and experience their nuances, greatly expanding our expressive range. This is useful not only in speeches or presentations, but also in conversations with friends and family. The ability to choose the right words and convey thoughts and feelings with care is a key skill in building smooth relationships. A rich command of language nurtured through reading will support you in countless life situations and elevate the quality of your communication. Reading also sparks creativity and serves as a powerful source of new ideas and inspiration. Literary genres like fiction, poetry, and essays strongly stir our sensitivity and stretch the wings of imagination. A single descriptive passage might prompt you to visualize a scene uniquely your own, or a character's peculiar behavior might spark a novel way of thinking. This imaginative process is valuable not only in the arts, but also in fields like research or business. Most creative endeavors begin with a spark of inspiration, and the motifs or insights drawn from reading can help generate original results. Time spent reading is never wasted. Even if a particular book doesn't directly relate to your current work or studies, the ideas it plants may later bloom into something meaningful. Reading offers us a chance to absorb the words of those who have come before us, our elders in life. Many of the struggles we face today have already been experienced by others in the past. Self-help books, philosophical works, religious texts, and practical guides are treasure troves of accumulated wisdom. Issues like interpersonal conflict, future anxiety, or career worries are deeply explored in many books, and they often offer clues for resolution. By applying the author's insights to our own lives, we can take the next step with less detour and more clarity. Reading is one of the most valuable ways to learn from those who came before us, offering a depth and richness rarely found in other forms. But reading isn't just about acquiring knowledge, it also prompts us to reflect on ourselves. Through the diverse values and lives of characters, or the worldviews presented in essays and critiques, we naturally begin to ask, what do I think, and what would I do in that situation? A single sentence or an ending might awaken emotions long buried, bringing to light desires or hopes we didn't know we held. Or perhaps the perspective we read will challenge a long-held belief and help us redefine our values. Reading is not just about absorbing text, it is a continual dialogue with our inner selves. It is a profoundly enriching mental activity. Making reading a habit is a way of making the most of our time. Our lifetime experiences are limited by nature, but through books, we can vicariously live countless lives, explore other times and cultures, and broaden our understanding of the world. In this way, reading adds depth to our own lives and helps us gain multifaceted perspectives. Those who read widely from a young age are said to develop a broader worldview and a greater capacity for discernment. It's like expanding the map of your life. With each new book, the blank spaces on that map are filled in, and your personal worldview becomes richer and more complete. Reading as a hobby also opens the door to new human connections. Conversations about books, exchanges about favorite authors or genres. These interactions can foster a deep sense of shared interest and build meaningful communities. The world of books is vast, and each reader brings their own interpretation. A story that moves one person to tears might feel flat to someone else. Sharing these differing perspectives can deepen and enrich the reading experience. The conversations we have after finishing a book often create new bonds, ones that may grow to support us in unexpected ways throughout life. To build a reading habit, start with books that align with your interests. Light essays, manga, or short novels are all wonderful starting points. Even if you feel you're not good at reading, simply picking up a book that catches your eye and reading a few pages is a great first step. It's more effective to read for short periods each day than to push yourself for hours at once. Even 15 minutes before bed adds up over time, lowering the barrier to entering the world of books. Before long, reading may become a natural part of your daily rhythm, a quiet presence enriching your life. Varying the genres and formats you read also enhances the experience. Don't limit yourself to novels or essays. Try nonfiction, poetry, children's literature, academic texts, business books, even art books. You may find unexpected discoveries in unfamiliar fields. Sometimes, taking on a challenging book can open up new ways of thinking and awaken your curiosity. On the other hand, immersing yourself in light, entertaining reads is also a valuable and valid experience. Our hearts shift with time, sometimes drawn to serious literature, sometimes to playful fiction. By freely choosing books that match your current mood, reading will always remain a comforting and enriching friend. Perhaps the most important gift of reading is the ability to think in your own words. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded by information, but simply collecting knowledge is no longer enough. What truly matters is how you connect that knowledge to your own life and values, and how you apply it. Reading is an active process. It requires digesting the content, thinking deeply, and expressing it in your own way. A philosophical text might prompt you to ask, how does this apply to my life? Or, how do I feel about this idea? These questions lead to perspectives you didn't have before, and allow for deep self-reflection. This is the key to turning what you've read into something meaningful and lasting. The thinking and insight cultivated through reading contribute to our maturity as human beings. Complex stories and nuanced characters help us better understand the subtleties of relationships. Learning about diverse cultures and histories fosters acceptance and compassion. The more we read, the more we encounter values and ways of life different from our own, and that nurtures the soil for mutual respect. Reading breaks down the narrow shell of preconceptions and expands our flexibility and understanding of the world. This, too, is a core reason why reading enriches life. The effects of reading are not always immediate or visible, but over time, a sensitivity and depth of perception quietly accumulate. One day, you may recall a passage from a book in the middle of a conversation, or draw strength from a character's wisdom in a difficult situation. A shared love of a book may even lead to a new friendship or lasting bond. In moments like these, we realize again just how powerfully reading enriches our lives and widens our world. When reading becomes a habit, solitude also becomes more fulfilling. In times when we feel overwhelmed by work or social life, time spent quietly turning the pages of a book can be the greatest form of healing. As you read, stress melts away, and imagination gently expands. It's like a small light flickering in your heart, warming you from within. Some people fear loneliness, but for those who embrace reading, solitude is a precious time for self-discovery and quiet connection with the world. Looking back, it becomes clear that reading enriches our lives in countless ways. It provides not only knowledge and information, but also imagination, creativity, communication skills, self-awareness, emotional insight, stress relief, and stronger relationships. In this age of overwhelming information, the value of deep thinking through reading is greater than ever. No matter how far technology advances, the essential charm and value of reading will remain unchanged. On the contrary, with the rise of AI and digital books, access to reading has become easier than ever, and the world of books continues to grow boundlessly. Throughout our lives, we will always need to learn. Reading will remain one of the most reliable sources of that learning. Whether we're busy professionals, devoted parents, or in any life stage, books are there to offer new discoveries and encouragement. From the picture books read to us as children, to the novels we stayed up late reading as adults, to the classics or philosophy we savor later in life, each book becomes a landmark in the journey of our lives. If you still feel distant from reading, try picking up a book that sparks even a tiny bit of curiosity, maybe a title, a cover, or a friend's recommendation. Even if it feels difficult, just skimming a few pages is a fine beginning. There's no correct way to read. You can read only the parts you like, at your own pace, and enjoy your own interpretations. You don't have to memorize everything or understand it all. What matters most is how a book makes you feel, and what you think as a result. Also, try turning the inspiration or knowledge gained through reading into words or actions. Jot down a phrase that moved you, or share a favorite book with someone else. These acts bring reading beyond a personal pleasure and turn it into a shared conversation, a source of new learning. Over time, the ideas and values you internalize through reading will become a part of who you are and provide powerful energy to enrich your life. Life is a journey of learning and growth, and reading has always supported and colored that journey. Through words, we encounter other lives, other worldviews, and countless stories and insights we never knew before. Sometimes they move us, sometimes they challenge us, and sometimes they heal us. All of it becomes nourishment for a more profound and fulfilling life. The broad perspective, emotional richness, and clear thinking cultivated through reading will remain loyal companions throughout your days. The joy of self-discovery and growth that comes from reading is a treasure beyond compare. The thrill of meeting new stories, the challenge of engaging with difficult themes, and the sparks of insight that arise in the silent dialogue between writer and reader. These are the unique delights of reading. And as you apply those discoveries to your own life and relationships, you'll begin to understand the deeper meaning of a rich life. That richness isn't material wealth, but the deep sense of fulfillment, joy, understanding, and compassion that rises from within. Finally, let us remember, the wealth of reading does not come overnight. It reveals itself only through habit. Reading many books quickly may give you fleeting knowledge, but it is the steady, ongoing engagement with books that plants deep roots. Over time, the seeds of reading grow into great trees, branches of insight, leaves of imagination, and fruits of wisdom that color your entire life. So if you felt hesitant about reading, take that first small step today. And if you already love books, reflect on your past reading experiences, and continue venturing into new genres and unknown territories. The world of books is infinite. It cannot be exhausted. That in itself is proof of how rich your life can become through reading. Through books, you'll know yourself more deeply, understand others more kindly, and marvel at the vastness of the world. Sometimes moved to tears, sometimes lifted by joy and hope. We think with words, we express our emotions with words, and we connect with others through words. Reading is the most powerful way to harness the power of words and grow as a person. Among the many joys in life, quietly turning the pages of a book offers a journey through time and space, a treasury of wisdom and sensitivity, and a healing music for the soul. The more you read, the deeper that experience becomes. Please, make reading a part of your life. Even just a few pages a day, even just 15 minutes before bed, is enough. That small habit will grow your heart and enrich your life. With each page turned, knowledge, emotion, and discovery await you. And when you close the book, you may find yourself shining just a little brighter inside. One day, all those moments will add up to something truly precious. A life filled with richness and depth. Reading offers infinite gifts. To learn, to be moved, to cry, to laugh, and to learn again. The countless words and stories within books will shape your life into something deeper, richer, and more fulfilled. Trust in the unchanging value of reading, and continue your journey through books in your own way. At the end of that journey, you'll discover just how much you've grown, and how far your heart and mind have expanded. Reading is a lifelong joy, and it brings endless color and hope to the world we live in.